And if you go back to history, 64 points earlier on in round 15, 58 points in the last game of the season. Genuine bogey side. Looked like at half-time their season was absolutely kaput and done. They found a way to come back. So again, the confidence, a bit like Brisbane, winning from nowhere versus the heartbreak of being a chance to win and then not from the Pies. You can't gloss over it because it is horrible. 0-11 from their last 11 at the MCG, the Brisbane Lions, which is, that is a trend.
G'day punters, welcome to Chewing the Fat. Billy Brownless and Daisy Thomas. And how good is footy right at the minute, Days?
Unbelievable, Bill. Huge round of first finals we had. And now the second week as well is just going to be as massive. Can't wait for it.
Oh, exactly right. Let's have a look at it. Friday night footy, MCG. Oh, don't talk about the MCG to Brisbane. But Melbourne there, clear favourites, $1.35. What do you like here? What are you expecting?
Well, I'm expecting Melbourne to come out and really try and find their best. We've seen them produce that twice already this season against the Brisbane Lions. I know we're not meant to talk about the record, but you cannot go over it. You can't gloss over it because it is horrible. 0-11 from their last 11 at the MCG, the Brisbane Lions, which is, that is a trend. That is a genuine trend. They can't play the ground. I know Fagan tries to say that they can, but they clearly can't because they don't win.
Well, we spoke about it last week with Sydney and their great record at the MCG, and they won. So you've got to look at that. I'll tell you what I worry about with Melbourne. They're inside 50s. Last week, 56 inside 50s. They kicked 10 goals. Fridge kicked 3. But no one else is coming to the party. They've got to find goals from somewhere.
Well, the good news is that Brisbane do give up a lot of scores. From rounds 10 onwards, they gave up an average of 90 points against, so they'll get their opportunities to score. Their defence isn't as stingy as some of the other sides. Melbourne, if they can find that connection, I think they can just stymie and stifle that Brisbane midfield going forward and the connection that they found. But they'll have great confidence. That win against the Tigers was absolutely enormous.
Spot on.
The three we spoke about, McStay, Hipwood and Danaher, were all absolutely awesome in that one. They'll need to fire again. However, this is going to be a bloody tough ask. And if you go back to history, 64 points earlier on in round 15, 58 points in the last game of the season. Genuine bogey side.
That connection was there. Cameron Hipwood and Danaher, 3 goals, and Cam Rayner comes back too. So I still like Melbourne there. What about this one? Saturday night, your mob, they were sensational last week, Days. Their pressure from the start, the get-go to the end was unbelievable. They take on Freo, one of the great comebacks in AFL finals history. They'll be up and about. They're well coached. They're well drilled. I don't mind Fremantle at $2.55.
It should be another cracking game. We know the Pies are just relentless in their pressure. And if they can bring that again, that holds you in good stead. We saw over the weekend's footy that was the turning point in a lot of the games. The Fremantle game, they upped their pressure. The Pies just could not quite do it for the entirety of that match. I think if they can bring it. We know that Fremantle, when the pressure comes and the heat comes, they do go a little bit safe with their ball movement and not as daring going forward. The Pies can prey on that, get some turnover and score the other way. But again, for Freo, absolutely huge. Looked like at half-time their season was absolutely kaput and done. They found a way to come back. So again, the confidence, a bit like Brisbane, winning from nowhere versus the heartbreak of being a chance to win and then not from the Pies, as was the first game we looked at.
Freo won 15 and a half games for the year. Collingwood won 16 at the end of the home way. So there's not much difference.
Half a game.
Yeah, exactly right. So that's why they're a chance there at $2.55. I don't mind that. And I do like Sarong and Brayshaw and these guys. So I think they're a chance here. I think they're a chance. But the work rate of Collingwood, they should have won. They should have and could have won last week.
They certainly had their chances. You know what I love post-match? Craig McRae coming out and saying, losers lay down on the ground. We are all here and we are winners. I love that message.
Round 2. Let's have a look at this. Who's going to win the Premiership? The Cats on top there at $2.50. They are the favourites. Sydney, I reckon it's only out of the top 3 there. Geelong, Sydney or Melbourne.
Sydney have been the bolters, obviously winning through first week of finals. They've been the real shortener here. Get the week off now, go into a prelim final. The Cats have been the best team all year. There's no doubt about that. And arguably now it is theirs to lose. But there's value in and around Melbourne. So Melbourne knock over the Brisbane Lions.
Take on the Cats.
And take on the Cats, which is going to be a tough ask. And then go into a grand final against either a Collingwood, Freo or Sydney. They'd fancy their chances there. And same with Collingwood. If Collingwood can find a way to get in there, play Melbourne, who they've knocked off twice, or Geelong, who they absolutely took to the death. There's some serious value down there. I agree, though, with Fremantle and Brisbane being the rank outside.
No doubt about that. I do like Sydney. Beware Sydney. Prelim up there. They virtually go straight through to a grand final.
There you go.
You want to download the PointsBet app?
I have, Bill. It only takes a minute of your time to get access to all those markets and many, many more. And if you are going to have a bet, please
gamble responsibly.